right, everybody, let's get this call started. I want to welcome everybody to this very, very special edition of the FDI Longevity Training Call. My name is Steve Schultz, Vice President of Training and Field Development. Guys, we've got some great information for you here today. We're going to truly make sure that you understand the opportunity that's sitting in front of you. Not only can we, enhance people's lives through our health and wellness program, but guys, we're going to enhance people's lives through our compensation plan as well. And one part of that compensation plan that we want to discuss here this afternoon are the CEO leadership coding bonuses, okay? I have been in this industry for over 21 years, and guys, that is where the rubber meets the road, is with the CEO leadership coding bonuses, and we're going to explain how they work. But the reason that it works so well, you guys, is that it constantly promotes building, okay? With these leadership coding bonuses, you're constantly out there duplicating your efforts through the efforts of other people, and that's where millions and millions and millions of dollars are made. On the call with me here this afternoon, the Vice President of Leadership Development, also been in this industry for over 20 years, Mr. Mike Randolph. Mike, welcome to the call.
Hey, Steve, how's it going? I couldn't be more excited to be here at 2 minutes after 2 here on the East Coast, because we're going to talk about, well, really, my absolute favorite subject, which is the coding bonus. Of course, we're going to talk a little bit more about CEO qualification in general, but I'm fired up. Let's get rocking.
Well, I tell you what, buddy, that is exactly where we want to start here, guys, because, listen, we can sit there and talk about how these leadership coding bonuses work all day long, but if you don't know what you have to do to be qualified to become, eligible to receive these bonuses, it really doesn't matter. So, Mike, why don't we talk about that first? I've got a slide, and if everybody just goes to the webinar portion of this right now, you guys are sitting next to a computer, just go to www.joinwebinar.com, and then they're going to ask you for a web ID number, guys, and the web ID number is 629-356. 529. You can log into the webinar that way, or Mike, we've got another way that people can log onto the webinar. Why don't you give them that website real quick?
Absolutely. All you have to do is go to www.fdiywebinar.com, fdiywebinar.com, and you'll see the link. I believe it's the third one down the page. That'll take you straight into this webinar. You're also going to notice the links for the Tuesday night Healthy Start System call, the Saturday Health and Wealth call, and as well a repeat of this webinar that we're going to do tomorrow night. But that's going to be your webinar scroll. Just remember, www.fdiywebinar.com.
That's it. Super easy way to get the webinar portion of what we're talking about here today. As the beeps continue to roll in, Mike, I've got a slide here. If you guys, everybody take a look at your computer screens now. This is just a portion of what you're going to receive when you come in with that CEO package, okay? And, Mike, I want you to walk through this a little bit. I know you've got some other qualifications. Let's talk about what people have to do to get qualified to pick up these CEO leadership coding bonuses.
Well, to be honest with you, Steve, I would like to cover that last, because there's really only one thing that you need to do. But let's go through all of the bonus programs, and we'll go through the special perks and some of the lifetime advantages of the CEO qualification.
Perfect. Well, I tell you what, you guys, in order for you to qualify for these leadership coding bonuses, you have to be CEO qualified. In other words, you have to come in with that CEO package. Remember, guys, when you join FDI Longevity, you've got two options. You've got the basic product pack for $99.95, and we were talking about that this morning, Mike. I mean, that is a tremendous value. I mean, you're literally getting $120 worth of product with that $99 startup fee, not to mention the website, the back office support, and the training, the customer service, and the ability to pass out pharmacy discount cards. I mean, that's a great value in itself, okay? So $99, you get over $120 worth of product. But to maximize everything that FDI Longevity has to offer, guys, you need to come in with the CEO product package, okay? And the CEO packs, there's four different choices that you can choose from. We've got the Healthy Start Pack, the Energy Pack, the Weight Management Pack, the Health and Beauty Pack. But guys, I'm going to recommend that you get started with that Healthy Start Pack. I mean, we're in the business of enhancing people's lives, and one way to do that is to make people feel better. And if you can get people feeling better, that's obviously a great enhancement to anybody's life, and the best way to do that is with that Healthy Start Pack. But when you come in with that CEO package, you qualify for the Fast Start bonuses, the Leadership Coding bonuses, the car bonuses, the revenue sharing bonuses, and also the Stock Options Rewards program. So, Mike, I always tell people, I say, listen, I don't care how you get in, but listen, don't leave this money sitting on the table. All right, FDI Longevity is willing to pay these bonuses out to someone. That somebody should be you. And for $400, not only do you get everything you need to start your business, you get a whole bunch of product, but guys, you qualify for everything that the company has to offer. And where in the world can you make the kind of money that we're talking about here with a startup fee of $400? Guys, it doesn't exist except here at FDI Longevity. So what I'm going to talk about, and Mike and I are going to talk about here today, are the leadership coding bonuses. Because a lot of people, they see that term and they say leadership coding, they have no idea what that means. And so I want to walk through and make sure that you guys have a true understanding of the kind of money that can be made. And if you have not upgraded to the CEO package, you are definitely going to want to do that before the end of the day. So let's talk about the different leadership positions that we have here with FDI Longevity. You can promote yourself 7 times in our company. And I'm not going to go through how you get promoted here, you guys. You can look that up in your training manuals and on the website and everything. But every time that you get promoted, you get more money. Okay? You can promote yourself to regional marketing director, executive marketing director, senior exec, vice presidential, vice chairman, and senior vice chairman marketing director. And if you notice here, on the screen, you'll notice that there are numbers next to each one of these arrows. And guys, in other words, when you promote yourself to regional marketing director, the very next person that you bring into the business after your promotion, after you got that title of regional marketing director, the very next person that you bring in, you are going to pick up a $15 coding bonus. Okay? But that's not the exciting part. When that person brings a new CEO rep, and that person brings a new CEO rep in, and that person brings a new CEO rep, guys, paid to an unlimited number of levels, you are going to receive a $15 coaching bonus for all of those new IMDs that come into your organization. Now, when you promote yourself to the position of executive senior marketing director, you are going to receive an additional $20 bonus. So you take the $20 plus the $15, and that's why we come up with $35 there. So in other words, guys, when you promote yourself to executive, the very next person that you bring into the business, you're going to receive a $35 coding bonus. And then when they get others who get others who get others who get others paid to infinity, you get 35, 35, 35, 35, 35. When you promote yourself to senior exec, you get an additional $65 for a total of $100. When you promote yourself to vice presidential, you get an additional $40 for a total of $140. When you promote yourself to presidential, you get an additional $30 for a total of $170. When you promote to vice chairman, you get an additional $10, and when you promote to senior vice chairman, you get an additional $10 for a grand total, guys, of $190. So in other words, when you get yourself promoted to senior vice chairman, you just take a deep breath, and the very next person that you personally bring into the business, guys, you're going to get a $190 coding bonus for that IMD if they come in with that CEO package. But when they get others who 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 get others, paid to infinity, you can earn up to $190 per person. Now listen, I'm going to walk through this and I'm going to explain how this works.
Steve, I need to interrupt you for just a second. I apologize. But there's such a big duh moment right here. I mean, there's such a no-brainer thing going on, and I want to throw some stuff out for you guys that are listening, because sometimes we get caught up and we forget to do the math. And Steve, you know I love math. I just want to throw this out there. Remember, Steve already covered what does it take to qualify. You need to purchase the CEO training package. Of course, there's some other things. You need to pay attention and learn how to grow your team and all those things. But let's look at the math for just a second. Steve, at that regional code, if you look at this as an investment in yourself or an investment in your business, as an investment in training, what does it take to recoup that investment? As a business person, that's one of the things that you want to look at. Well, at that regional code, Steve, you only need 27 people in your regional code to pay for the CEO package and break even. If you're an executive marketing director, you only need 12 people in your exec code to pay for that initial investment. From that point on, it's pure, profit. As we say in the business, it's gravy after that. As a senior exec, you only need 4 people in your senior exec code to cover your entire initial investment of qualifying for this program. At VP, it's only 3. At presidential, it's like 2.5. And at vice chairman and senior vice chairman, and guys, do the math. If your team grows at all, you immediately move from the investment phase into the pure profit forever from this point on phase. And I just want to make sure everybody understands, do the math. Not only are you going to get world-class training, not only are you going to have the availability of these CEO leadership coding bonuses, you get the CEO Fast Start bonus, which, guys, if you don't know what the CEO Fast Start bonus, that's $100 per person. Global profit sharing bonuses as your business grows, stock option rewards, the Silver Mercedes Club car bonus. Steve, where does that bonus begin? That bonus begins at the minimum level of how much?
$300. That's at the senior executive marketing director level here, yeah.
Senior exec, and you know what? It's not that difficult to qualify for that. Look at it this way. If you had a choice to make a little investment in yourself and in your business and get a $300 per month Silver Mercedes car bonus, invest $400 to get $300 a month, month after month after month after month after month after month. Do you think that's a no-brainer? It's absolutely a no-brainer. That bonus caps out at $1,000 a month. I mean, would you trade a $400 investment for a $1,000 car bonus? I think so. So, guys, don't get hung up. Do just a little bit of math. We've already showed you 4, 5, 6, 7 very simple, very easy ways to recoup your training investment. You know what? Don't get hung up. Just plug into this thing. Watch your income and watch your team's income absolutely explode. And, Steve, I'm going to throw this in right now before we get into the details. It also gets you a special CEO training guide with lifetime updates. It's going to get you a CEO gold lapel pin. We haven't redone those yet for FDIY, for FDI Longevity, but those will be coming. It's going to get you priority seating at corporate events we call Level 2, which is better than Level 3, Level 4, Level 5. It's going to get you lifetime free attendance to the CEO VIP webinars, CEO training sessions, CEO red carpet business building events. And, guys, all those things, I just named 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different perks, bonuses, and special VIP-type treatment. And, it only takes the one thing to qualify for that. You just need to plug in and get that CEO training package one time. So that's a big duh. And you know what? I apologize, Steve, for interrupting, but that was kind of building up as you're going through that stuff. And go, oh, my God. This is the biggest no-brainer there ever was, other than plugging into the Healthy Start Pack. This is the biggest no-brainer there is. So, Steve, I'm going to hand it back over to you. I said my piece there. I'll be back.
Well, I tell you what, especially when you compare this to traditional business. I mean, guys, if you were starting a traditional business, you couldn't turn the lights on for $400. I mean, your electric bill is going to be more than $400, and we're saying probably $400 a month. We're talking about a one-time investment here of that CEO training package of $400, and you get all of these perks. I mean, Mike, we've got people. You said you need 27 people in your group, in your regional group, to recoup that money. Guys, we've got people in our organization today that if they don't have 27 people coming into their organization, before noon, they think the sky is falling. So it is a very, very minimal investment when you look at the big picture of what FDI Longevity has to offer. So, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about this Senior Executive Marketing Director position, okay? Now, that means you're going to get promoted 3 times. Now, listen, guys, we've had people get to this position in 24 hours, okay? We've had people promote to Senior Executive Marketing Director, this third level here, in 24 hours. So, guys, it is not that big of a deal. All you have to do is just do the work a little bit, invite people to look. But this is the position that I'm going to concentrate on, the Senior Executive Marketing Director position, where you can pick up to $100 for every new CEO rep that enters your group, paid to an unlimited number of levels or down to the next senior exec. And that's what I'm going to explain to you guys, is how we can afford to pay out all of this money. And we talk about paid to unlimited levels. Yes, it's paid to unlimited, but there are some cutoffs, and I'm going to explain exactly what those cutoffs mean. So let's just say, for example, that this is you. And guys, let me make sure that you understand this, that obviously this webinar is being recorded. So you can go back and you can listen to this again and again and again and again. You're not going to get it all in one shot. So just keep that in mind as we go through this. All right, let's say that this is you, and you are a Senior Executive Marketing Director. You got yourself promoted to that Senior Executive Marketing Director position. Now, congratulations. Okay, you've got this big new fancy title, but guess what? Your senior exec room is empty. Okay, you've got all those other people who got you to senior exec. If you want to start picking up that Senior Executive Marketing Director bonus, you have to bring a brand new person into the business. And so let's say the very first person you brought into the business since your promotion was me. Okay? Now, when I come in the business, the computer system at FDIY says, who is Steve's upline regional marketing director? That person is going to receive a $15 coding bonus. The computer system says, who is Steve's upline executive marketing director? That person is going to receive a $20 coding bonus. And the computer system says, who is Steve's upline senior executive marketing director? Whoever that person is going to receive a $65 coding bonus. When you add it all up, that totals $100. Okay, so there's $100 that's willing to be paid because I came in the business with the CEO training package. Now, if you look, here's me and here's you. Well, there's nobody between me and you, so you must be the regional, you must be the executive, and you certainly are the senior exec. So that full $100 coding bonus, 15, 20, and 65, goes directly to your bank, okay, because you're all three of those positions. Now, I turn around and I bring my buddy Pat into the business. Another $100 is willing to be paid. I bring Lisa into the business. Another $100 is willing to be paid. And I bring Jill into the business. And remember, they're all coming in with the CEO training package. So there's another $100 per person to be paid. Well, the computer system starts asking those questions. Who's the upline regional? Who's the upline executive? Who's the upline senior exec? Well, guys, in this example here, I'm not promoted to regional yet. I'm not promoted to executive. I'm not promoted to senior exec. So the computer system bypasses me and runs directly into you, and you meet all those qualifications. So these $100 bills that are going to be paid out in coding for Pat, Lisa, and Jill, they go directly to your bank. So in other words, guys, you've made $400 in coding bonuses so far, and the only thing you've done is brought me into the business. You got promoted to senior exec, and then you brought me into the business. Now, let's just say for example purposes here that I just promoted myself to regional, okay? I've done all the qualifications that I need to take care of, and I became a regional marketing director, and now I move over, okay? Now, I'm in my regional marketing director room here. Pat, Lisa, and Jill are still in my organization. But if I want to pick up a $15 coding bonus for that regional marketing director position, I need to bring in a brand new person. So the first person that I bring in since my promotion is my buddy Bob. Now, once again, the computer system starts asking questions. The computer system says, who is Bob's upline regional marketing director? Well, guys, that person is going to receive a $15 coding bonus. Well, because I am the regional, I get that $15. The computer says, who is Bob's upline executive marketing director? That person is going to receive a $20 coding bonus. And the computer system says, who is Bob's upline senior exec? That person is going to receive a $65 coding bonus. So there's still $85 yet to be accounted for. I get 15 of it because I'm the regional. So the computer system looks upline, and they run into you. You are the executive, and you are the senior exec, so that $85 bonus goes directly to your bank. It's still $100 willing to be paid. It's just that I get 15 of it, you get the additional 85. Now, I go out there and I bring in my buddy Bill. I get another 15. The $85 goes directly to your bank. I bring in Mary. I get another 15. Another 85 goes to your bank. So I've made $45 in coding money myself. 15 for Bob, 15 for Bill, 15 for Mary. But for Bob, Bill, and Mary, you got 85, 85, 85. So far, so simple? Now watch this. Pat, my first person that I brought in the business, I'm teaching him to follow our same exact simple system. So he brings in Joe. $100 is willing to be paid. That goes directly to your bank. Joe brings in Jane. Another $100 is willing to be paid. These people are fully coded to you. That $100 goes directly to your bank. Bob brings in Susie. I get $15. That goes directly to my bank. You get 85. So far, you've made $1,000 in coding money. Okay? There's $1,000 totally paid in coding. You've made $940 of it so far. Now, I've just promoted myself to the position of executive marketing director. Okay? I just did all the qualifications that I need to get promoted to executive marketing director. I move over into a new room. Now, Pat, Lisa, Jill, Joe, Jane, all these yellow circles that you see on your screen, those people are still in my organization. Those guys are all still in my downline. They're obviously still in your organization as well. But in order for me to start picking up the executive marketing director code, I have to bring in a brand new person. So remember, guys, every time that you get promoted, you have to bring in a brand new person to start picking up that additional coding money. So let's say that I became a senior exec, and the very next person that I bring in is my buddy. Once again, the computer system starts asking questions. The computer system says, who is Mike's upline regional? That person gets a $15 bonus. Who is Mike's upline executive marketing director? That person gets a $20 coding bonus. The computer system says, who's Mike's upline senior exec? That person gets a $65 coding bonus. So guys, it's still $100, right? But look, I'm the regional. I'm the executive. So I get $35. The additional $65, because I'm not a senior exec yet, that additional $65 goes directly to your bank. Okay? Guys, for every single person that falls into this room right here, if you're looking on your computer screens, these people are all fully coded to you. So you're going to get $100 for everybody that Pat, Lisa, Jill, Joe, and Jane bring in, paid to an unlimited number of levels. Everybody that falls in this room here, underneath Bob, Bill, Mary, Susie, you're going to receive an $85 coding bonus. And everybody that falls in underneath Mike over here in this room, you're going to receive a $65 coding bonus. Now, let's just say, for example, that I promoted myself now to the position of Senior Executive Marketing Director. I move to another room. The very next person that I bring into the business, I'm going to receive the $15 regional bonus, the $20 executive bonus, and the $65 senior exec bonus, so I get the full $100 code. In other words, you guys, I coded you out. Now, let's back up for just a second. In order for me to get promoted to senior exec, I had to leave a whole bunch of people in my organization in your coded rooms, correct? I had to leave a bunch of people that you got $100 on. I had to leave a bunch of people that you got $85 on. I had to leave a bunch of people that you got paid $65 on. Now, let's just say for example purposes here, guys, that it takes about 36 independent marketing directors to become a senior executive marketing director. In other words, when I come in the business, if I build an organization that has approximately 36 people in it, that's going to promote me to senior exec. So in other words, guys, I dropped off 36 people in your organization to get myself to the same position that you're at. Now, my question is, wouldn't you rather trade 36 people for one? Okay, everybody shake their head yes. Okay? So in other words, guys, I had to put 36 people in my group to get promoted. Now, some of these people you're going to get paid $100 on. Some you got 85 and some you got 65. Well, for example purposes only, guys, just to give you an idea of how much money this is, let's just say that you only got paid $65 for all of those people. Now, that's never going to happen because that's the worst case scenario. Okay, but let's just say that the people I left for you, that you're only going to get $65 per person on. Now, what do these 36 people that are in my organization, what do they have to do in order to become a senior executive marketing director themselves? They have to do the same thing I did. They have to build an organization of 36 people. So let's say 36 times 36, right? That's 1,296 new independent marketing directors into your organization. And guys, let me tell you how easy it is to get there. These are my 36 people. You don't think I'm going to put them in my back pocket and get on team calls and get on conference calls and do everything in my power to make sure that these people are successful? I'm going to make sure that they have a training system. I'm going to make sure that they have a simple system. I'm going to teach them how to invite, expose, and close. And for these 36 people that I brought into my organization, guys, they're in your organization too. All right? And for example purposes, let's just say that you only got paid $65 per person. Okay? 36 times 36, that's 1,296 new reps. At $65 per person, guys, congratulations, you just made $84,000 in coding bonuses. That's a pretty good month, isn't it? Okay? But it doesn't stop there because, guys, leverage really starts to kick in here. So in other words, you have 1,296 new people in your organization. What do these people have to do in order to become a senior executive marketing director? They have to build an organization of 36 people as well. So what's 1,296 times 36? That's over 46,000 new people in your organization. At $65 per person, you guys ready for this? Congratulations, you just made over $3 million in coding bonuses alone. We're not talking about car bonuses. We're not talking about fast starts. We're not talking about anything. Now, granted, if this example that I'm showing you here is if everybody went out and did it. And guys, we all know that not everybody's going to go out there and build this business the way that we are. What if 90% of these people didn't do anything? Well, congratulations, you still made over $303,000 in coding dollars if 90% of my example doesn't work. And also, I want you to understand that the example that I'm showing you here is only 2 levels deep. Guys, these bonuses are paid to infinity, and I only showed you an example of $65 per person, and that bonus can be as high as $190 per person. Guys, I know a number of people in the last 20 years of building a business that were making 7 figures a month. 7 figures a month. And it's because of these leadership coding bonuses. A friend of mine had over 93,000 people join his organization in 1 month. That's where we're headed with this company, you guys. If you take a look at this picture, this is an iceberg. Okay, obviously this is an iceberg. The part that you can see above the water line, that represents your 8-level organization. Because, guys, not only are we getting paid these coding dollars, but we're getting paid residuals off of all the health and wellness products that FDI Youngevity has to offer. The part that you cannot see, okay, the part that's below the water line here, that represents your coded organization. These bonuses are paid to an unlimited number of levels. In other words, guys, you want to go out there and build the biggest iceberg that you can possibly build. Because when we talk about bonuses that are being paid to infinity, guys, I'm telling you something, that's where millions and millions and millions of dollars are created. So, Mike, I hope everybody got a pretty good understanding that if you just go out there and just take baby steps, get yourself promoted to regional, get yourself promoted to executive, get yourself promoted to senior exec, and so on and so on and so on, every time that you get promoted, you get more money. And if you can teach the people in your organization to duplicate the way you're duplicating, these numbers are not far-fetched at all. Mike?
Not even a little bit, Steve.
Nope.
I mean, I get goosebumps when we talk about this. That example, just to lose coding on the future growth of one person, you have to gain coding on the future growth of 36 people minimum in that example. And that's only if you're at the rank of senior exec or diamond. If you're at a higher rank, then those numbers increase geometrically. And in other words, in reality, coding never stops. Never ever stops. As long as your team is growing, and Steve, it doesn't matter if someone is on the 500th level of your organization. You can track them. If they're the first three people that are from the first three people back up to you, the first three people are always fully coded to you.
Yep.
I mean, it's the most incredible thing. I've got another example, if we want to take a second and show everybody. I love looking at these worst case scenarios because when you see the worst case scenario and it's absolutely ginormous, you realize reality is going to be somewhere between the worst case scenario and the best case. You don't want us to show you the best case scenario. You'd hang up and go throw up someplace. But let's look at an organization that's building by threes. In other words, three you get three, you get three. And I'd love to use the example of three getting three because the average networker. Now I know there's no average networkers in FDI longevity, but if we were average networkers, we would be getting 2.6 new people on our team in our career. That's not the case for everybody that's on this line. You guys get more than that. But let's look at that worst case scenario. Let's say I'm starting at the senior exec code level. I'm a senior exec or a diamond, and I just, you know what, I'm going to take it easy and I'm going to duplicate. And I'm going to get three people, and I'm going to teach them to get three people, and they're going to teach them to get three people, and they're going to teach them to get three people. And we're going to do this 12 levels deep. And I like to use 12 levels because the residual compensation pays a minimum of 12 levels deep, and it starts at that diamond or that senior executive level, a minimum of 12 levels. In reality, the residual goes much deeper than 12. We won't get into that. We're not here to talk about residual, but I'm going to show you a minimum of 12 levels. And if everybody that we're bringing on the team, if they have 150 BV every month, and I'm at the coding level of senior exec, which is $100, let's take a look and see what my production looks like. Now, in month one, I'm going to get my three distributors or reps. I'm getting paid 8% on their BV, and I'm going to make $36. The second month, they're going to go get their three, so I'm making now a total of $144 a month. The third month, I'm up to $427.50 residually. The fourth month, $1,156. The fifth month, $3,343 a month. See how this is amazing, how this grows geometrically. And guys, this is a residual coming in month after month after month. After 6 months, if I duplicate myself 6 levels deep, my residual is $12,091.50. We're going to pause here for just a second because for a lot of people, that's zip code changing money. That your life has completely changed. You have that coming in month after month. Of course, we're assuming in this example 100% persistency. We all know that doesn't happen either, but people spend more than 150 BV as well, so that's probably going to balance out. But take a look at this, folks. 3 getting 3. I got my 3. They got theirs. They got theirs. On my 6th level, I have 729 folks. I have a grand total of 1,000 on my team. Now, if I started this at my senior exec code, believe it or not, Steve, everybody in this example, every single person is directly coded to me because it takes 3 to promote to the next level, to regional, and start picking up coding. So these 3, they're not going to pick up their coding until they bring in their 4th person. Same for these, same for these, same for these, same for these, same for these. Let's look at the coding that I've made to get here. Now, at level 1, my coding bonus is $300. $36 in residual, $300 in coding up front. $900 on level 2, $2,700 on level 3, $8,100 on level 4, $24,300 on level 5, $72,900 on level 6. So, Steve, what this says, if I'm a senior exec and I'm going to build my business to a residual of $12,091 a month, I have to get paid almost $73,000 in coding first. But it goes even beyond that. Let's look at level 7. I'm up to $31,000 a month residually, $32,000 almost. But to do that, I had to get $218,000 in coding bonus. Level 8, I'm up to $90,000 in residual, $656,000 in coding on that level, folks. On that level, I've made a grand total of $139,797 in residual, but I've made $984,000 in coding bonus. Level 9, I'm up to $289,000 in residual total. I'm up to almost $3 million in coding bonus. Level 10, $616,000 in residual total, $8.8 million in coding. Level 11, I'm at almost $1.5 million total, $858,000 a month in residual. That level alone, to get there, I had to make $17,714,700 in coding first. This is on level 11. Level 12, $2.4 million in residual on that level alone. I've made a grand total of $3.9 million. I'm sorry, 1.5 on that level, 2.4 total per month, because remember, this adds up. 3.9 total in residual every month, or $79,716,000 in coding. And Steve, this is again the tip of the iceberg. This is based purely on an example of 3 getting 3, compounding through 12 levels. And if you did this once a month, if you compounded once a month, and we've got a story that's so compelling, we have a system that is so strong that this can be done. You have to adhere to the system. You've got to follow the system. You can't reinvent the wheel. You know what? If you become a great follower, you will also be a great leader. And the bottom line is this, Steve, when we look at this example, if after 12 months, if your team stopped growing, remember, you're only going to receive coding when your team is growing. So let's say at level 12 here, we stopped our growth. Nobody in this example recruited a single soul, but they maintained their 150 BV every month, and this monthly of $2.452 million continued every month. Did you know, Steve, that it would still take, with 100% persistency, it would still take 33 months here to catch up to the coding bonus that I've already received? Now, 33 months. Think about that. If we were at a higher coding level, let's just not even go to a higher coding level because the numbers get kind of sick. Let's see what kind of BV you would need to have on everybody on your team to be reasonably equivalent to the coding bonus or to catch up quickly. What if we went up to 300? We all know that more is better. Well, it still takes 16 months to catch up. Let's go to 500. Well, it still takes 10 months to catch up. That's if everyone had 500 in BV. Let's go to 1,000. It would still take 5 months for your residual, and we have the best residual there is in the entire industry. It would still take 5 months for your residual to catch up to your coding. Steve, the bottom line is this. If you understand this business, if you understand growth, if you have a builder's mindset, you know that some will, some won't, so what? It's all in the numbers, and you need to understand and study these numbers. The coding bonus is truly the residual income that pays you to the very last person in your organization, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Steve went through that example. To lose one person in coding, on average, at the senior exec level, to lose one person in coding, you're going to have to pick up 36 people. at that level. Guys, as you can see, as long as your team is growing, the coding bonus will never, ever, 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 ever go away. Now, one thing, for those of you that are on the longevity side of this equation, the reason that coding is being banked right now, for those of you that have upgraded to the CEO package, for those of you that are bringing brand new CEOs into your business, you're not getting paid that coding bonus yet because the computer programmers are reconstructing the last 15 years. And they're building these coding rooms that Steve showed you. So when the light switch gets turned on, those of you at the senior exec or the diamond level will already have a coding room for your regional code where everybody that comes into that room is paying you 15, 15, 15, 15. You're already going to have an exec room that's paying you 35, 35, 35. You're already going to have that senior room that's created when everybody comes in there. It's 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. For those of you with higher ranks, you're going to end up with a coding room at every single level based upon the history of how this company grew. Now, that's a monumental task. Is it going to be absolutely perfect? Probably not. But you know what? I wouldn't complain because we are reconstructing this as if coding existed from day one. You're going to instantly be plugged in to a monumental income stream. And so, Steve, kind of to recap for me, why coding, why CEO? You know what? We hit the bonuses. You've got the leadership coding bonus. You have the CEO Fast Start bonus, the profit sharing bonus, the stock option rewards program, the silver Mercedes Club car bonus, the dream car giveaway bonus. You've got special CEO training guides with lifetime updates, a CEO pin. You've got level 2 priority seating as CEOs. You've got the CEO exclusive webinar, CEO training sessions, CEO red carpet business building events. We haven't even really got to talk about that yet. We're scheduling those as we speak. What does it take to get all of that stuff and to get this extra income stream? All you have to do is plug into the system and upgrade one time, and then every CEO that you bring on to your team is going to help build your dynasty. That's all I've got to say right now, Steve. I'm going to hand this back over to you to recap this because I really need to go stick my head in a bucket of water for a second.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, buddy. It's I just sit here and just laugh at these numbers because I know there are so many people out there going, I'm just in this for the residual income. I'm going to go. It's like, guys, you cannot get the residual income without getting the coding income. I mean, it goes hand in hand. You guys, everything just goes hand in hand. I mean, we talk about, okay, what does it take to become a senior exec or to become CEO qualified? Guys, it's buying a CEO product package. That's all it is. I mean, you get everything you need to build your business. You get a whole bunch of product with that, and you get paid exactly the way that Mike and I walked through this with you guys here today. So, Mike Randolph, once again, thank you for everything that you do. You guys have a wonderful day.